This is Matador News, and these are today's headlines.
So now we're winning.
Last night's win in Nevada puts Trump ahead for Super Tuesday in the race for the Republican nomination. For the first time in over a decade, Death Valley comes to life with the super bloom. And spring is in the air everywhere, and baseball is back with all 30 teams participating in full workouts today.
Welcome to Matador News. I'm Dana Lights.
And I'm Nick Torres. Presidential nominee Donald Trump is looking forward to next week's Super Tuesday with huge amounts of momentum. Last night, Trump took a huge step forward in being named the Republican presidential nominee. His victory in the Nevada caucus was a landslide, winning 46% of the vote.
We weren't expected to win too much, and now we're winning the country. And soon the country is going to start winning.
The polls show Trump was able to win across all demographics, with the most surprising being among the Latino community despite his harsh stance on immigration. The race for second was close once again, with Marco Rubio eventually edging out Ted Cruz for the second-place finish. On the Democratic side, Minority Leader Harry Reid has announced he will endorse Senator Hillary Clinton.
President Obama says the United States and Russia have agreed to put in place another ceasefire to end the Syria war. Obama met with Jordan's King Abdullah II this morning to discuss a resolution. The top priority for both leaders is to put up a fight against ISIS, but experts say extreme caution must be taken. The war on Syria has been going on for 5 years. More than 4 million people have fled the country hoping to find safety. An estimated 250,000 people have died during the war. The ceasefire is to begin on Saturday.
Let's go to the newsroom where Patsy Powell shares students' opinions on campus crimes.
Crime in Los Angeles has been on the rise, but does that mean campus crime is too? Some students think so. Journalism major Sheraine Chavez says she's felt the threat of frequent campus crime.
I probably felt a little less safe just because I've started working on campus. I've started coming to campus at later hours. As the years have gone by, I have to take later classes. So for those factors, I've definitely felt a little less safe. But when I was first going to campus, I didn't really feel that way as much.
Last night, an attempted robbery happened here in the University Student Union. Students received a timely crime alert from CSUN police saying a female student was stopped by a white male in all-black clothing on a bicycle. The suspect allegedly pointed to what appeared to be a semi-automatic handgun at the victim and rode away on his bicycle after hearing she wasn't carrying money. It happened near the Student Recreation Center, where students are leaving and entering alone on a regular basis. Police services recommend that students who come across a dangerous individual give in to their demands and report the incident to police immediately. Now let's get back to Dana in the studio with more news.
An Uber driver has been charged for his shooting rampage in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Jason Dalton was charged with 6 counts of murder, counts of assault with intent to commit murder, and 8 counts of felony firearm. Michigan State Police said on Saturday evening Dalton killed 6 people and injured 2. The driver allegedly picking up and dropping off passengers in between the shootings. They lasted for 7 hours. 2 of his victims, a mother of 3 and a 14-year-old girl, are still in critical condition.
The identity of the dead infant found in a Long Beach alley is still under investigation. Police say 13-year-old Jamal Davison was walking home from school yesterday when he found the decomposed body in a cardboard box. Police say it is unclear how long the body was at the location or how the child died.
In India, an ongoing drought has led to massive protest in New Delhi. Residents have to carry buckets of water to and from their homes from long distances. They are also buying jugs of water from shops because the taps are running dry. The lack of water is causing riots and violent protests in the JADE caste. They have been hit hardest in the drought, which has caused illegal trading. The protests have left 19 dead and 200 injured.
3 people are dead after tornadoes plowed across the southeast from Louisiana to Florida. 2 people died in a Louisiana recreational vehicle park where a storm pounded 160 motorhomes and trailers. 1 person died in a Mississippi mobile home crushed in the storm. Forecasters say the risk of severe storms, powerful winds, hail, and tornadoes may continue today. The storms will continue throughout Florida, but will also move into Georgia, the Carolinas, and Eastern Virginia.
Senate Republicans are taking a stand against any nominations President Obama may make for the vacancy on the Supreme Court. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says they should wait for the next president.
And my view, and I can now confidently say the view shared by virtually everybody in my conference, is that the nomination should be made by the president the people elect in the election that's underway right now.
Senate Republicans say they will hold off confirmation hearings. The White House says Obama has not confirmed whom he is thinking for the position.
A CarMax salesman is in critical condition after a test driver, allegedly under the influence of drugs, crashed a Corvette. Witnesses told police 28-year-old Alex Mark Demetro lost control of the vehicle while traveling at a high speed. Demetro is being held on a $100,000 bail in a San Bernardino County jail. He is scheduled to appear in court tomorrow.
Now to Sheraine Atkinson with the latest news in business.
Thank you, Dana. U.S. chocolate maker Mars say it's recalling candy bars in 55 European countries. A list of possibly affected products includes Milky Way, Snickers, and Mini Mix. Plastic that could cause choking was found in the candy. Mars is recalling products with best before dates from June 19, 2016 to January 8, 2017. The company said that they have intentionally chosen a long time frame to make sure all affected products are recalled. A Missouri jury orders health giant Johnson & Johnson to pay $72 million in the damages to a family of a woman who died of ovarian cancer. The family's lawyers claim the company knew about the possible risk of using its products. Johnson & Johnson officials say they sympathize with the family, but they say their product is still safe. Jackie Fox was diagnosed after she used baby powder and other products containing talc. For the latest on health news, here's Angel Johnson.
Increasing your coffee intake may help prevent alcohol-related cirrhosis. British researchers say drinking 2 cups of coffee a day can lower the risk of cirrhosis by 44%. Even 1 cup of coffee can decrease the risk by 22%. Cirrhosis is the deterioration of liver and kills more than 1 million people a year. There is no cure. It's Eating Disorder Week here at CSUN, and with more, let's go to Chris in the newsroom.
The campus organization Joint Advocates on Disorder Eating is holding its Eating Disorder Awareness Week. JADE peer educator Melissa Ford says she has struggled with bulimia since the age of 10.
I didn't tell my parents. They didn't know anything about it. So it wasn't until I kind of got into college and learned a little bit how I can receive help is when I finally made the decision to. But it's really, really hard. It's the hardest thing I've ever had to overcome in my life. And it took me 5 times to go in and out of treatment facilities to finally want to live a life in recovery. Sorry, it makes me a little bit emotional, but it's the best decision I probably made in my life. Sorry. So yeah, I'm just really glad that this is available to other students here on campus because it's hard. It's hard to seek help, and just knowing that something's out there is really, really comforting. It's really comforting.
Statistics also show 90% of women in college will try dieting at some point, along with 15% of men. JADE has set up exhibits in Baranium Hall and in Finridge Room at the USU this afternoon. Speakers will be explaining more about eating disorders and how to seek help. But JADE peer counselors are available throughout the semester. Students seeking help can call a hotline at 818-677-2366, option number 3, or visit the website at csun.edu/counseling/JADE. Now back to Angel in the studio with health news.
In 2016, there is still an imbalance of unpaid work between men and women. Unpaid work includes childcare, cooking, and cleaning. This essential work is to the household, but is valued less than paid work. Data from the Organization of Economic Cooperation shows women spend more time doing unpaid work than men. women spend 4 to 5 more hours on average a day when men only spend 2 hours a day. A study at the University of Michigan shows this inequality starts early. Girls from ages 10 to 17 spend 2 more hours than boys on household chores. Boys also are more likely to be paid for chores than girls are. Co-founder of the Gates Foundation, Melinda Gates, says cultural change is an important step to resolving this imbalance. That's all. Now let's go to Sheraine for the latest in entertainment.
The Oscars is airing this Sunday, hosted by Chris Rock. Leonardo DiCaprio and The Revenant are among these year's nominees. Many celebrities have protested in the lack of diversity in Oscar nominees for the second year in a row. Jada Pinkett Smith has threatened to boycott the show entirely. The Oscars will air live Sunday night on ABC at 7 Eastern Time. Pregnant supermodel Chrissy Teigen says in an interview with People she chose the sex of her baby. Teigen and her husband, singer John Legend, underwent in vitro fertilization after struggling with fertility. IVF is a procedure performed to treat problems with fertility and gives parents the ability to engineer the gender of the baby. Teigen and Legend announced in October that they were expecting a girl this spring. For the latest on sports, let's go back to Angel.
Spring training is in full swing now as the 30 Major League Baseball teams have fully reported the quest for the World Series championship. Defending champs Kansas City Royals opened up with the full team workouts yesterday. Vegas has the Royals' odds of winning the World Series championship at 18-1. The Chicago Cubs are currently the World Series favorite at 4-1. The Boston Red Sox have their first full team workouts today. There have been concerns about Pablo Sandoval's weight upon arriving to the training. The Los Angeles Dodgers hope to defend their NL West title even after losing players like Zach Greinke to free agency. They currently have 12-1 odds of winning the World Series. The CSUN's women's basketball team will host UC Riverside tonight at 7. In their matchup, the Matadors kept it close but lost by 7 points. The Highlanders are coming into the game undefeated in Big West play. Fun fact, Matadors head coach Jason Flowers and associate head coach Lindsay Foster were a part of the UCR coaching staff before coming to CSUN. The Matadors hope to get a win under their belt before they hit the road up north and play UC Davis on Friday. That's all for sports. Let's go back to the news.
A super bloom has hit California's Death Valley National Park. For the first time in a decade, people driving along the highway can see millions of flowers cover the warm desert floor. The area normally receives about 2 inches of rainfall a year, but with the help of an unusual rainfall in recent months, people can see the rare bloom. If you're not headed to the desert this weekend, expect warm temperatures in the high 80s throughout Southern California. Thank you for watching Matador News. Follow us on Twitter at MataNewsCast. I'm Dana Lights.
I'm Nick Torres.
I'm Sheraine Atkinson.
And I'm Angel Johnson.